Back-to-back defeats, first in the Cheshire Senior Cup quarter-final against Altrincham, and last time out against Prestwich Hayes on Saturday have somewhat halted Vauxhall Motors' momentum in the early part of 2023. They had the chance to hit back immediately as they welcome Northwich Victoria to the Van Eupen Arena tonight. A second half goal from Prestwich Hayes' Regan Brown was enough to inflict defeat on Vauxhall and open the door ever so slightly to the chasing pack. Both Avro and Bury AFC secured 1-0 wins away from home. Wythenshawe Town stumbled yet again as they were held to a 1-1 draw at Winsford United. Tonight's opposition arrive as the form side in the Premier Division, 5 wins out of 6 and 4 goals in as many games from Ryan Jackson have given the Vics an outside chance of securing the one and only playoff position in the Premier Division, although a lot of results will have to fall in their favour. Quickly looking at matters away from the pitch, midfielder Aaron Dawson has had a strong impact on the Motors in 2023 after somewhat of a sluggish start to the season. He's embarking on an epic challenge in aid of the charity Mind. He will be completing the 3 Peaks challenge in 24 hours sometime in the summer. When we spoke to Aaron, he told us all about the challenge and why he's doing it, but also how we can help him.
Just a little bit on the challenge that I'm doing for Mind Mental Health Charity. We're doing the 3 Peaks, aiming to do it all in 24 hours. So that's Ben Nevis down to Scarfield Pike and then finishing off down in Snowdon. Important charity. I think everybody knows these days that mental health, we're trying to get everyone to talk about it more. So yeah, that's why we're doing it. There's 30 of us aiming to raise £30,000. So yeah, it's a big number to hit, but there'll be buckets, collections, and the club will also share the social media post online. It was actually a friend of mine who lost one of his best mates, and I seen him go through a really hard time, and Mind Charity was there for him at a time when he was, like I say, really struggling. I think also you see a lot of high profile people come out on Twitter now saying that they're struggling with mental health, so if they can talk about it, I think it's getting your average Joe on the street, everybody else, just to see how your mate's getting on, because a lot of people are struggling.
League position notwithstanding, Northwich could present a similar challenge as Prestwich did for the Motors on Saturday. But with both Avro and Bury playing tonight, the home side will be looking to return to winning ways and increase the pressure on the chasing pack. Tonight presents an immediate chance for Vauxhall Motors to hit back after their first league defeat of 2023 last time out against Prestwich Hayes. They welcome Northwich Victoria, sitting in 6th place at the moment in the Premier Division. They welcome them to the Van Eupen Arena tonight, looking to get back to winning ways and keep the pressure on to the chasing pack, which includes Avro, Wythenshawe Town, and coming up on the rails, Bury AFC. Once again, I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Reece, Gavin. Reece, we're making quite a team now, I think.
Becoming a common occurrence this now, isn't it?
We need to stop meeting like this.
Yeah.
So we'll just run through the teams while the ref does his pleasantries. In goal for the Motors, Matty Corrin. At the defence of Ethan Goldborn, Greg Drummond, James McCullough, and the returning captain, Tom Mitchell. In midfield, Aaron Dawson, Michael Berkey, and Ben Holmes. Up front, Lewis Buckley and Bobby McDonnell, and they're going to be supported by Hayden Cooper, who's wearing the 10 shirt, but I fancy he'll be breaking play up as per usual in the middle. And for the visitors, in goal it's Ryan Hamer, 2 and captain Joseph Camozzi, 3 Matthew Clark, 4 Luke Sefton, 5 Roman Allen, 6 Brandon Barsky, 7 Ryan Jackson, who has 4 goals in his last 4 games, 8 Tom Walker, 9 Matthew Dudley, 10 Harvey White, and 11 Damola Satona. That's a great name.
That's a brilliant name, that, isn't it?
Just rolls off the tongue. Quickly, the subs for the Motors: 12 Connor Harwood, 14 Scythe Elwell, 15 Ben Dufton Kelly, 16 Jordan Deere, 17 Sean Moscrop. For Vics, Joe Cooney, Christian Mather, Syed Mohammed, Salman Mohammed, and Aaron Biddle. So, Reece,
that was a much easier lineup for the opposition.
I could actually read it this time.
Yeah, than it was against Altrincham.
So defeat last time out against Prestwich. Northwich, a place above Prestwich, so it's just going to be an equally tough task for Vauxhall tonight.
Definitely. We know Northwich obviously from playing against them last season and this season now. Very good, strong side. Got a very good manager. As we get our cup of tea brought to us, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good side, and Prestwich obviously on Saturday, very tough game. They've now beat us twice this season. Very good defensively, good shape, and we were expecting a tough game, but they definitely lived up to that expectation, I'd say.
It's an early free kick for the visitors, wearing what can only be described as a grey and shocking pink away jersey. Gotta say, I kinda like it.
Yeah, it actually looks quite nice, to be fair.
So the free kick comes in. There's a Northwich head on it, but it's straight at Corran. It's an early chance for the visitors to take the lead, but Corran was equal to it.
I think he'd be disappointed with his headed effort there. I think he was running onto the ball there, attacking it, albeit it was a bit low for him, but I think the defender might be slightly disappointed with his efforts. Nice, comfortable save for Corran in the early minutes of the game. Grow a bit of confidence for the young goalkeeper.
Cuts back on his left foot, gets the cross in, hits the near post, Vic's defender, and pressure on the goalkeeper from two Motors players, and it's forced to put it out for a corner.
The keeper tried to punch that out.
I'm not entirely sure what happened.
It somehow
there
went out for a corner.
I mean, Vic's players just stood still, and I think it was McDonnell and might have been Cooper.
Yeah.
He was putting pressure on the goalkeeper, and it somehow ended up as a Vauxhall corner.
If that was a corner, I'm really not sure how that's happened, because the goalie come racing off his line to punch it out. And it just went directly behind him.
He's lucky not to punch it into his own net.
Yeah.
But it's a Vauxhall corner, which Holmes will send in.
Ooh.
There's a Berkey on the volley, but he doesn't connect. His eyes must have lit up at the edge of the box seeing that fall to him.
It's a half chance after Vauxhall. Almost reminded me of Brendan Johnson's chance there that he scored on the weekend. Did you see that against Leeds?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, almost just the other side of the box. He would have had to go across the keeper. So this didn't. They look to have caused a few problems early on from crosses into the box from set pieces. Northwich Vicks.
Tidy playing, might have been a foul there, yet the referee agrees. There's a clip on Harvey White. He didn't go down, but you could hear the contact from up here, and the ref agrees.
The liners actually give offside there. Vauxhall players aren't happy. The linesmen give offside and then put his flag down, but the referees give a free kick and stuck with his initial decision.
I think the last thing we need is more contentious referee decisions after Saturday. But
Vauxhall players fuming. To be fair, I did see him put his flag up for offside.
I gotta say, I missed it. I was concentrating on the foul, but an interesting one.
He's given a few soft free kicks so far, the referee.
Yeah. Like I said, there was contact. White didn't go down.
Could be one of them games for both sides, because he already had an issue with one of the shirts before the game. Big chance here for Vicks.
Looks like they're going for goal with this one. Yeah, it's a left-footed effort. Oh, what an effort! Sails into the top corner. Corran had no chance. Even the 6'7" Corran, well beaten with that free kick.
He was just stood there, and I don't think he had a chance in the world. That is an unbelievable free kick, and rightly so. The Northwich Vicks fans are buzzing with that behind the goal.
It's Brandon Barsky, as his number is revealed out to the crowd.
Mick McGraa
one hell of an effort.
McGraa on the sideline there, not too happy with the goalkeeper's positioning. Possibly a bit harsh, but
from our angle maybe, but
we are in a bit of a difficult angle
yeah.
from up here to actually tell.
So, first 10 minutes, the visitors strike first. Barski's incredible free kick from 20-25 yards out makes it Vauxhall Motors 0, Northwich Victoria 1.
Not the start that we needed, but still plenty of time in the game, hopefully. Plenty of time to get back into it.
I think that goal would have been cheered around the Manchester Ring Road. And they're on the attack again. It's in the box and Mitchell's forced to put it out for a corner. It was strong running from Satona. I think Mitchell might have just been wrong-footed, but he's forced to put it out for a corner. So the corner comes in, it's low at the near post, it goes all the way through. Shouts for a handball. There's a strong tackle on the edge of the box on Cooper.
That is an awful tackle.
It was very late.
That is shocking.
Well gone. There was shouts of handball on a Motors player. I couldn't quite see who it was. There was a shanked clearance. They managed to shovel it away and Cooper sent the ball forward. And took one heck of a late challenge.
The referee's already got his yellow card out here, but I think Vauxhall will be furious if this isn't a red, because that was very high and very late. That's a shocking tackle.
Down, waiting for the ref's decision.
He's had a yellow in his hand straight away, the referee.
He's trying to restore some order. Just waiting to see who it was. Again, the Northwich numbers on the back of the shirt are very difficult to read in this light. Looks like it's number 9, Matthew Dudley. Strong runner from Satona. He's crowded out by Mitchell. I have to say that's a very cheap foul. Not sure it was. It looked a good contest, shoulder to shoulder with Mitchell.
The referees blew his whistle for absolutely everything here.
I'm not sure that's a foul.
The Vauxhall player's getting very frustrated now.
Just playing into Northwich's hands, and Dawson down again.
He's got the yellow card out as well, the referee. It's another really promising free kick chance here, just on the 18-yard box.
It's Barski, it's closer this time. Left-footed effort, and it's another one! Again. It's another free kick. Same corner, same result. I feel this time Corrin might have done better on that one.
This absolutely ridiculous, because I don't think it's a free kick.
It's not a free kick to start with. But Barski makes Vauxhall pay. 2 left-footed free kicks. Top corner. Vauxhall 0, Northwich 2.
You know, I'm not one to sit here and slag referees off, because they have a very difficult job, but this referee is giving us a very difficult job, not to mention him so far.
The foul notwithstanding, bringing play back millimetres for the sake of it.
And that news will be welcomed around Ashton as the tweet goes up and the Berry fans find out.
Just slowly draws the chasing pack back in. Now we're going to need a comeback of Winsford at home proportions. 2-0 down.
Just went from a hill to a mountain to climb for Vauxhall Motors.
Northwich isn't the most hilly area, but it might as well be tonight.
Vic's fans absolutely delighted behind the goal so far, and rightly so.
They've got a great view of that.
He's placed it in the exact same
corner, same result. I think Corrin might have been anticipating it along the ground. It looked like he was stooping slightly, and he was just not equal to it. This always had the potential to be a tough task. Northwich 6th in the table. They're actually the form side in the league. 5 wins out of 6, and that one draw was against Wythenshawe, so not too shabby at all. And they have a few games in hand on current 2nd place Avro. If they win all those games in hand, they go level with Avro. And making a good start of it tonight. Back underway in the second half, couple of substitutions for Vauxhall.
As we work them out.
Just as we were coming on live, we were working out what the subs were. And it's, I've forgotten them already. Connor Harwood and Scythe Elwell are on. And they've replaced James McCullough, who was on a yellow card, and Ben Holmes. What do you think, Reece? You mentioned before about getting into the mind of Mick McGraa. What will he have said at half time, do you think?
It's a tough one because you're 2-0 down. I don't think we played well, but I don't think we've played...
Good strength from Buckley. He's looking for the pass.
Oh.
Northwich get numbers. So McDonald goes for the shot.
Yes!
Immediately hit back. And it's a great left footed effort from McDonald. It didn't look like he was really convinced with the shot, but there was enough power on it to take it away from Hamer. And Vauxhall are back in this.
I tell you what,
that's the first minute of the second half.
That's a start we needed. Straight away you could tell the intensity of the second half was much higher from Vauxhall Motors. And I was just saying, I don't think we played that bad in the first half to be 2-0 down. If we lift our performance here, you never know what could happen, but they'll be welcomed around the Van Eupen Arena by Vauxhall Motor supporters. A quick start. McDonald with a very impressive finish.
Yeah, it was an interesting angle. He was more or less in the corner of the box. And on his left foot as well. But what that goal does is gives them the maximum amount of time to get that 3 goals that they need. So that's the first challenge done.
Tell you what, Northwich Vic's been pinned in so far as Drummond delivers.
Drummond with the cross, looking for Harwood. It's not properly dealt with. It comes to Berkey. Cuts inside, gets a left footed shot away. Oh, it smacks it off the bar. It's not over. Buckley was herring towards that.
And I almost
Barsky who has to shovel it away.
I almost just thought he had pinned the defender there, Buckley, to get his efforts away, but defender's done very well. Berkey delivers.
Berkey.
This is exactly the start that Mick McGraa would have told his lads that he wanted. And so far they've delivered. As Mosscrop turns out and finds Michael Berkey.
Oh, it's a great ball to Berkey. He chips it over the keeper. Oh, it's blocked by the defender. Berkey's screaming for a handball. Referee says no, corner.
I think it might have hit the defender's hand there, to be fair, but I don't think it was enough to warrant a penalty.
It's a great ball from Moskov, not dealt with by the defender. Might have actually been flicked on.
There seems to be a lot of what I mentioned, fire in the stomach here.
Yeah.
That Mick McGraa would have wanted in the second half. Motors players look well up for this second half. Oh, has Hayden made that? Oh, yeah.
Good, tricky play from Cooper. He's advancing towards goal. He tries to send Buckley and it's coming together.
Yeah, he's penalty! And
it was a tangle of legs, and I think we were both miles over waiting for the referee's decision, but it's a penalty for Vauxhall.
There's a bit of afters here. Harwood off the ball.
Harwood squaring up with the...
Yeah, I think it's the Northwich Vic's player that come towards Harwood.
Is it Kamosi? Oh, no,
and Steve Wilkes is almost online with the... I'm not quite sure the manager of the opposition's allowed to be the liner for the second half.
No, he was almost right underneath us.
And he's now,
we can broadcast what
he's now getting a bit from the supporters. He's not happy, but this is a huge chance for Vauxhall Motors.
It's huge. Penalties. At least it's a little bit more nervy than it should be. It's Lewis Buckley.
5 minutes remaining according to the Twitter. As Buckley steps up.
Big moment in the season.
The nerves, you can feel it. can feel the tension as Northwich Vics are doing the best to delay this.
Not entirely sure.
What on earth has gone on? Tom Mitchell's went over to tell Mick McGraa.
In the meantime, an important moment.
Come on, Lewis.
Game. Buckley.
My fans coming out here. Come on, Lewis.
Steps up. Oh, and he slipped again. He slips in the shootout against Altrincham and he slips again.
Oh.
Golden chance missed. Vauxhall. Absolute rinse and repeat of his shootout pen against Altrincham in the Cheshire Senior Cup quarter final.
It's the exact same slip. The balls went the exact same direction. And
hugely disappointing outcome.
I don't know what the bench are furious for there. The Northwich Vics bench. That penalty was given in the 85th minute and it took 4 minutes to take the penalty.
Oh, it's studs up and it's a red card, straight red.
Yeah.
It's Joe Cooney. Studs up challenge. Ref was in no hesitation. And now Northwich are down to 9.
Some kind of act going down there at the Northwich Vics bench.
Very animated, aren't they, to say the least?
I mean, you've seen managers sent off for less.
It's flicked on. Cleared away. The referee's looking at his watch, but
Out wide.
Vauxhall.
Out wide. Oh, that's...
It's in by Berkey. Flicked on by Thelwell. Sent back in. It won't fall. Cooper! Yeah! Oh, the ball's in the back of the net, but it's a foul.
Oh, referee!
Cooper thought he'd rescued it. I'd love to see that again because
referee,
based on what we've seen tonight, I imagine contact was minimal.
Oh,
gut wrenching. The ball's finally in the back of the net from Cooper, and he was already running away to celebrate, and the ref dashed Vauxhall's dreams.
And that's
That's the full-time whistle. That was the last action of the game. Oh, hugely disappointing. Especially to lose it in those circumstances. A missed penalty and a disallowed goal. The last kick of the game. Reece, it's back-to-back defeats now for Vauxhall. A damaging couple of days for the Motors title charge.
There's not a lot to say there. Tough to take.
It's a good punch and a half, that one. Bobby McDonald's second half goal right at the start of that second half wasn't enough to inspire a comeback for the Motors. Brandon Barski's 2 free kicks in the first half. But Northwich well on their way to a victory tonight, and they just about held on through sheer will, the bounce of the ball, maybe a few refereeing decisions along the way. They managed to survive, but 9 men, and their winning run continues. Vauxhall now, advantage possibly has gone to Greater Manchester. As you can tell, we don't really know what else to say about that.
Tough to take, very tough to take.
So, defeat here tonight despite best effort of the home side. It finishes Vauxhall Motors 1, Northwich Victoria 2. Okay, Mick, back-to-back defeats. What are your feelings about tonight's game?
Gutted, to be honest. Look, it was a game in 2 hours, wasn't it? 2 to Northwich, you thought first half they had battled us, they had worked us. think we can do better with the 2 free kicks that have gone in, but yeah, they deserved to go in 2-0 up. I thought they were well worthy of it, but then second half, how haven't we won the game? We've missed chance after chance. I mean, we scored straight from the kick-off, which was good. You get back in the game. Yeah, some mad moments from us inside the box. We've just missed chance after chance, and look, we just asked for a reaction at half time, and we got one, didn't we? We went a little bit direct, and we got loads of joy. Yeah, I'm gutted for the lads because I think we deserved to win the game, but after the second half performance, but first half wasn't great.
Just going back to the goals in the first half, can you legislate for those kind of efforts at goal?
No, Matty should take both, really. But the kid's learning, but he's got to learn fast because we're in a bit of a bad place at the moment, aren't we? So we've got to get ourselves out of it.
Have you got a problem with penalties? Because it just seems like missed penalty after missed penalty.
Shambles. Like, what can you legislate for your centre forward slipping again?
It's an exact copy of the shootout miss against Altrincham.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about it because I've never seen it before.
And you must have thought you'd snatched it at the end.
Yeah. Look, the body's everywhere, isn't it? The refs disallowed it. That's fine. We done enough in the 45 minutes to score 4 or 5 goals. But credit to Northwich, they were resilient. They threw the bodies on the line, and fair play to Wiltshire. They've got a good win.
And the next game just gets a little bit more important now, doesn't it?
Well, they're all important. They've been important for weeks, and we've got to have a reaction. As we just said to them in here, let's see who wants to stand up and be counted and get us out this little bit of a rut we're in, and we go again, and we're tough where we are now at the start of the season, so we just got to keep going.
Alright, Mick, hard luck tonight, best of luck on Saturday.
Cheers, mate.